We're going to pause briefly for station identification. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
This is Robcasting Radio. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome inside the Hartong Rink, the home of the Brunswick Bruins. And today, that's exactly what you're going to get. Brunswick Bruins ice hockey as they take on the Cats of Cheshire Academy. I'm Rob Adams. Glad you're along for the ride on this Hump Day edition of Bruins and Cheshire Academy ice hockey here on LocalLive.tv. Both teams represented in the Local Live family, so happy to have you along. In fact, I see a couple of our Local Live brethren are in the house today, so we are all set for this one. The Cats come in with a record of 8-6-1 on the season. The Bruins are 9-8-3, 8-7-3 in the New Englands. And for the Bruins, they're coming off a good 4-3 win in overtime here against Hoosac back on Monday. And that's a quality win for this Bruins squad. A win that it seemed like they just needed to get to kind of right the ship in certain ways. A bad loss on Saturday to the Hill Rams, coming off that really good shutout victory against Delbarton, the Green Wave, last Friday. So for the Bruins, it just seemed like they needed to settle the ship a little bit. I think that's exactly what they did with that win on Monday. But it was a scrappy win as well. And there are certain wins you'll get in a season that kind of set a standard and, kind of check the mettle of your team. And I think that's what the Bruins did on Monday afternoon, having to rally from behind. They had played, at that point, 3 games in 4 days. So a quality win against a quality opponent. And now here comes the Cheshire Cats coming into this game. And a team, as we said, at 8-6-1 under their head coach, John Toffee. So interesting to see exactly what they can do here today. As we greet you here from the Hartong Rink. Teams going through the warm-ups on the ice. Cheshire decked out in the blue down below. And the Bruins decked out in the white and the gold with the brown. A little bit of a different look on these sweaters today for the Bruins. We're just about a half minute away from getting this one going as we're trying to set up the Local Live feed as well and see if we can get everybody to join us here on this Wednesday afternoon. Teams going through their final warm-ups. If you're watching on Local Live, as we said, Cheshire Academy with that big C and A on the rounded front of the jersey, rounded style C, I should mention. A little harder edge on the A, of course. And they work in a really nice blue and white combination with a block-style number in white on the back of the blue field for the Bruins, as we said. The brown numbers on the back outlined in gold, but I love the striping on these sweaters today. Just has a little more of a feel of an old classic Boston Bruins jersey. And, of course, fittingly so, Bruins. So we'll be off and running from here in just a moment. Teams going through their now final discussions at their respective benches. John Toffee across the way from us to our left. Again in the navy blue, Ron Van Bell to our right. If you're watching on Local Live, Ron Van Bell's the guy in the tie standing over on the bench with his assistants Mike Kennedy and Steve Mandis. The captains for Coach Van Bell, Ryan Carmichael and Christian Lesore. Alex Rolfe will get the start in net today for the Bruins down to our right. Played well in that shutout against Delbarton last week. To our left is Jared Bavarnik, a senior goalie, 6'1", 161. He is out of Boca Raton, Florida. Tim Carter will start on the left wing today with Matt McGroarty on the right wing and Edward Glassmeyer centering the opening draw as he went up against Austin Withicombe from Kensington, Connecticut, a senior, and we are underway from here at the Hartong. Fed down into the Cats zone. Bruins into the right corner with Carter. Carter and Glassmeyer there got chipped away and back out towards center with Andy McBurney on as well for the defense for the Bruins. Sent back across the Bruin line and down the left wing. It'll go into the corner. Chipped back behind the net by Cooper Moore. So Moore and McBurney starting on the blue line today for Coach Van Bell. Back out to center. From right to left go the Bruins. No score. 38 seconds gone by in the opening frame on this Wednesday afternoon. Across the line and down the left wing into the corner it goes. They will scrum for it with Josh Waters down there from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. He is a junior. Headman pass out the center as Aaron Abudi checks in. Across the line, Abudi, left circle, gets down on net, had it taken away from him, and stripped back behind the cage. Danny Crossan from Cotuit, Massachusetts on the play there. No score, just underway from here at the Hartong. Into the right corner now. And we'll get a whistle, giving us a chance to reset things with 1:17 gone by first period. Face-off is going to come back from the looks of it. In the Cats zone to the left side of Bavarnik. It'll be Tom Richter for the face-off against Jake Doran from Colfax, North Carolina. At the right point, thrown down through the circle. From for it, Kei Yasuda on, a 6'1", 175 junior from Nagoya, Japan. Sent down through the left circle to go behind the cage. Off to the right wing side, no score, just about 2 minutes gone by. Opening stanza Wednesday afternoon here at the Hartong. Across the line, it goes down the left wing. They'll send it into the left corner. Heading into that left corner, they will play it in the Bruins zone. Bruins turn it around with Henry Hill, and the good fellow will send it back out to center. Taken by Abudi and across the line. Abudi into the left circle, heads down toward the left corner. He tries to backhand it out of that corner. They send it back near the left side, and waiting there was Cheyenne Farjam to send down to the right wing boards and into the corner there. Nate Altman comes on, a senior defenseman from North Scituate, Rhode Island. Goes out in front and into the right circle and out of the zone. Chasing it, Farjam. 2:15 gone by, first period, no score. Near side boards, looking to center it. Unable to do so as it went through the neutral zone and it'll go down in an icing. Will be whistled here. 15:37 to go, first period, no score. As our busy week continues, some on local live, some not. Friday, we go to my old school, as the saying goes, or if you want to quote Steely Dan, Mayapack and Carmel Friday night from the Brewster Ice Arena in New York. That'll be an audio-only call over on our Mixler side. To the near side boards, played by the Bruins, send it back out the center with a cross-ice pass that'll bounce off the boards right wing side and be collected by Derek Costanzo. From Scotch Plains, New Jersey, the junior is 5'10", $181. Heading down into the corner, now into the right circle, thrown on net by P.J. Neal, and nothing going on there. Out of the zone it goes. It'll go down the left wing side, and the Bruins will play it with Cooper Moore. The backhander will send it to Ryan St. Louis. He's a freshman from Riverside. In the right circle, gets sent wide of Rolfe and goes back behind the net. They scrum for it to the far boards, played over there by Withicombe from Kensington, Connecticut, as we told you. Here is Neal. Neal looking for the centering, gets back out, sends it ahead, turned over in the neutral zone, played by Shane Ward. Ward from Glastonbury. Once again in the neutral zone, brings it near side for Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson, a New Yorker, as he sends it down. He's from Ithaca, a senior, 5'11", 181, goes into the right corner. Held in at the right point by Freddie Ilias. He's from Oakville, Ontario. In the right corner, played in the Bruins zone. They'll play it back out to center. Bruins will grab it with McGroarty. McGroarty across the line, spun right back out to center. So Bruins unable to really get any traction going early on as the Cats keep the pressure on as they bring it down the right wing. McGroarty and able to send it, rather McBurney, around the near side boards, and the Bruins will start back out. Here comes Carter. Carter across the line, left wing, tries the backhander, sends it cross ice, heading toward the right circle. In the circle, played by Wilson Stevenson for the Bruins, and centered back into the neutral zone. It'll be collected again by Carter. Carter, the senior, 6 foot 165 from Riverside. Down on net, goes across through the goal mouth, and it goes wide. Comes over into the near corner. With 4 and change gone by first period, no scores. Kept in at the left point, and back out come the Cats. Backhanded down the right wing side by Josh Waters. Goes into the Bruins zone. The Bruins will collect. Clean so far. 4.5 gone by first period. Sent through the neutral zone again to the far boards, Jack Griffin. Griffin will try to collect, but it's the Cats that take it away, and it's blasted down by Connor Lakoff, a 5'8", 205 defenseman from Frisco, Texas. For the Bruins, here's a booty. A booty with Richter to his left, as well as Henry Foster, sent down and dumped over into the left corner. Foster, with his first goal, came last week. That was on Friday back against Del Barton. We always get kind of pleased to find out that we've recorded their first goal here, and we get a whistle coming for a cross-check. 5 minutes gone by, we get our first penalty of the afternoon. And from the looks of it, off goes Lakoff, and that's the call. So Lakoff off for the Cats at 5 minutes. For the Bruins, at least from a football perspective, they like to beat Cheshire Academy because the Cats have treated the Bruins rather harshly the past couple of times they have met on the gridiron. Once in the Cheshire Bowl that they played up at Cheshire Academy. That was back in 2016. And then last year, the Cats came down here in the regular season, and they gave the Bruins a pretty hard time earlier in the season. Taken away by Foster. Foster trickled down on net, covered by Bavarnik. It's always good to see the warmer area states getting more into hockey, so you get a player from a Boca Raton. I can still remember being 10, 11, 12 years old in Clearwater, Florida, and being in a shopping mall with an ice skating rink in it and being stunned because you don't think of the warm states as really loving their hockey. They're growing more and more. Back out to the neutral zone it comes off the faceoff. Bruins play it. 36 seconds gone by in the man advantage. They try to chip it across the line. Nothing cooking. Farjam will go to play it. Now it's actually taken from him by Neal. Farjam retreats into his own zone. Skates out into the neutral zone. Just chipped across the line by McGroarty. Goes left wing side. St. Louis comes along as well, but Ilias takes it away. Plays it to the near side boards. Bruins collect it there, back out into the high slot for a quick one-timer that came, not a hard blast from Farjam. Goes down on net and played over to the near side. Again, for the Bruins, they keep the pressure on with McGroarty. Go to the far side, St. Louis. A little more than halfway gone on this man advantage. No score with 11:47 to play first period. Touch out in front. Neal tried to poke it to the near side, and waiting over here was Paul Davey for the Bruins, but we skate on it, no score, with 38 to go on the man advantage. Kept in by McGroarty. Now Farjam in the circle, sent it away, and that got away from the glove dangerously of Bavarnik. But still, in the power play, the Bruins and the Cats are scoreless. High slot, bounced off the boards, left wing side. Farjam goes into the left corner, down to 19 to go on the man advantage. They go to collect it behind the net, and they do. Back behind the net with Neal. Neal goes into the right corner, chipped away by the opposite 7, Ilias. Down to 9 remaining on the man advantage. To the far boards again, Neal. High slot, Farjam brings it over to the left side at the hash marks. Fanning on it initially was Davey in the left circle. Rattled around to the far boards, and we skated even strength. So the Bruins 0 for 1 on the power play, and we have no score with 10:50 to go first period. Along that near side, in the left corner, grabbed over there by St. Louis. Grabbing it out of the corner now, it's taken by Davey. Davey and St. Louis heading toward the left corner. Richter comes along. Richter to the hash marks, bounces it off the boards, left point, sent down through traffic, bouncing to the far side. That was taken by McBurney. Along the right boards, now falling down, they go behind the net with Derek Costanzo for the Cats. Taken away from him by Ilias, back behind the cage and thrown all the way out of the zone. This should be an easy icing call, and it is. 10:20 to go, first period. No score on this Wednesday. Happy you're along for the ride wherever you may be. Cheshire here or anywhere else. Nothing like it. High school sports and a lot of fun. Off the draw. Down the right wing side. And bounced to the near side boards. Held in by the Bruins. Played there by McBurney. McBurney into the circle. Just missed Richter. Thrown down from the high slot. It'll bounce off to the near side boards. Corralled back out at center, and the Cats able to clear. They get it across the line and send it down the left wing side with Dean Bocchero from Southington, Connecticut. The Bruins able to convert and bring it right back out of the zone. Trying for the cross-ice pass to Richter, but unable to connect with a booty. They get it across and send it down. Ringed around and all the way out to center as it rides the boards with 9:37 to go in the first period. No score. Clean game so far, save for the one penalty. To the far boards, now to the near side, 9:25 to go first period. As it's across the line into the Bruin zone and down the right wing. Into the corner, behind the net, Guy Jung comes on from Nashville, Tennessee. There's not a Nashville, Connecticut. There's a Nashville, North Carolina, not a Nashville, Connecticut. Tennessee, of course, home of country music. Across the line, they'll go down the left wing. I'd like to say real country music. Trapped up along the side of the cage. It'll come over into the left corner. I'm, more of a Johnny Cash type of guy. Back out the center it goes, not the modern stuff. Down the right wing side and into the corner. Played back there and bounced off and played by Henry Hill. Hill to the near side in a scoreless game. First period, 8:40 to go. We're at the Hartong Rink and we're in Greenwich, Connecticut. Across the Cat line, now the Cats will take it right back out. The Cats purring across into the Bruin zone. The Bruins trying to growl right back. Taken by Farjam into the corner and now to the far boards and played out of the zone by Neal. Neal into the Cat zone. Neal to the right circle. Neal trying to center, comes over to the left circle. Sends back out for a one-time blast down on net and deflected away. Save made by Bavarnik. That was off the shot by Farjam. Of course, early on, what you're noticing is you're not hearing the names like Forrest, Lesore, Carmichael, even Birkinshaw, some of those guys. You're just not hearing those names right now. It's a very young crew or players that don't get to see a lot of ice action right now against the Cats, and it comes with 7:53 to go in the first, and Rolf is going to cover it with the glove hand on his left side. 7:50 to go. First period. Now, what's that mean? Well, it means that you've got a young program in the Cheshire Academy Cats who are trying to kind of find themselves. They're over 500, as we mentioned. It means getting a sense for it all here on this Wednesday afternoon. To the far boards and played back off the draw out to neutral zone ice. Neal will get it across the Cats line. He gets taken down, no call. Playing pretty clean so far, and they're letting them play here at the Hartong as they'll go down the side and then on net and covered once again in the glove of Alex Rolf. For the Bruins, you like the fact that they're 3-2 in their last 5, but you want a little more than that. Prior to that, they were 0-2-2 with losses to Rivers twice and 2 ties to New Hampton and Belmont Hill. What you want there is you want a little more consistency, and I think that's what Ron Van Bel's looking for, a little more consistency, and they're going to need to pick things up a little bit. In fact, he told a writer for the Greenwich Sentinel, oh, wait, that would be me, that they need just a little bit more if they're going to make a playoff run. Back out the center it goes, pushed across the line into the Cats zone. Down the right wing it goes, and played by Foster. Foster into the right corner. Scoreless game, 7 minutes to go, first period. Right corner, they scrum for it there, pushed along the far boards in the Cat zone. Comes over near side. Collected over there by Abudi in the left circle. Left circle, Abudi off the boards and into the left corner. Played all along that left corner, in the boards now. Collected once again at the point by Moore. And pushed back out the center. A little bit of a breakaway chance for Doran. But Doran got taken off the play, and a penalty coming here. It's likely going to be on Cooper Moore. Indication is going to be a penalty, and it is going to be interference. So the Cats will head to their first power play as the sin bin will open up for Cooper Moore. And that comes at 11:29. Faceoff will come to the right side of Rolf. Rolf, born in May of 2002. He is a product of White Plains, New York. Left circle. Couple of tries and a couple of big saves made by Rolf and a couple of good opportunities, as well as Waters pretty much was right there in the slot and couldn't put it home. 15 gone on the man advantage for the Cats. Still no score. So Rolf strong early on. Towards now, toward the corner. In that right corner, back out come the Cats. Skating from left to right with a head of steam. They'll get it across the line right circle. Lakoff sends it down. It goes behind the net. He skates into the left circle, leaves it behind. Left circle again. Bruins take it away initially with McBurney. McBurney along the far boards. Now it's Glassmeyer. Glassmeyer tangled up along the boards, and they're able to clear it. All the way down it goes to the left side of Bavarnik. 50 seconds gone on the man advantage. 5:35 remaining, first period. We have a scoreless game. Knife back out to center and turned around by Ward. Shane Ward stops across the Bruin line, takes a hit there from Foster down the right wing, goes to the far boards. In that left circle, the Bruins able to clear with Hill. The cage and pushed over to the near side. Jack Tarka will start it back out from Hebron, Connecticut. They'll look to get it across the Bruin line, and they do, but the Bruins able to take it away once again. Initially Hill, and then Foster to clear. Bruins will go for a change and send some fresh legs out. If you get a glance at the Bruin bench today, even that looks a little thinner. Thrown down the right wing side, and Rolf will play it back beyond his own cage to the near side. No score, 15 remaining on the power play. Twisted right back out and thrown across and all the way down to the Cats' net. Bavarnik will leave it aside. Into the circle it goes with 4, 3, and 2 remaining on the power play. It is expired, even strength now, and a scoreless game. Coffee smelling awfully good up here on the balcony. I'm sure they've got the snacks all set up out at the table here at the Hartong Rink in this wonderful Sampson Athletics Center. After about 17 years, this place still looks pretty sweet. Into the left corner it goes in the Cats' end. Played down into the corner. Bruins will take it. In the right circle, Griffin had it pushed wide. Goes behind the net now with Davey. Davey off to the far side, St. Louis. Along those far boards. In the Cat zone, just lifted along the boards. They continue to work it with 3:55 to go first period. Still no score, and cleared out of the zone. This will roll down beyond the red line, and an icing will be whistled with 3:48 to go in the first. Faceoff will come to the left side of Bavarnik. It'll be Kyle Anderson and PJ Neal for the faceoff. Neal gets booted. Paul Davies skates in. After a good scrum, face-off controlled by the Bruins. At the right point, it's Moore. Moore brings it across in the left circle. Got deflected away by Altman. Good job there as Griffin skated down. Waiting. They leave it along those far boards, turned away, and the Cats will take it back out of the zone from left to right. In the navy and white, very classic and clean look for Cheshire Academy, and I really love these white jerseys, these sweaters today for the Bruins. Preferably in a large, very large size for a guy like me. I'd be more than happy. But we're still angling for, we need a jacket when we're here in the Hartong Rink. 3:05 to go first period. Still no score. Cross ice it goes in the Bruins zone. Farjam over there. He resets, lifts it out to center, dropping down to a knee to try to play. It was Altman, and the Bruins take it. St. Louis got pushed off the play into the right circle. They go into the right circle, look to play it behind the net, and the Cats start back out. Out to center it goes, collected by McBurney in his own zone. Thinking cross ice, he does. Farjam will take it, play it to center. Through the neutral zone again, now the Cats will send it along. Played by Zhang. Zhang sends it across and down the left wing into the corner. I don't know that I've ever mentioned a hockey player from Japan. I don't know if I've ever mentioned an athlete from Japan in all the broadcasts I've done, so that's pretty cool. Farjam gets across the Cats line, heads toward the hash marks left wing. Into the corner it goes, Richter there. Tom Richter for the Brunswick Bruins in a scoreless game, 2:10 to go, first period. Of course, for the playoffs, you got to keep an eye on getting these kinds of wins. And it's cleared back out. McBurney initially for the Bruins, twisted right back around at the red line along the near side boards, and down it goes. McBurney will collect it, send it back behind the cage, and taken out of the left corner by Farjam. Took a hit initially along the left side, and is collected by Farjam once again. He gets tangled up along the boards, 1:40 to go, the final 100 seconds of period number 1. To the near side, played by Abudi, he gets it back out. Aaron Abudi for the Brunswick Bruins in a scoreless first takes a hit from Dean Boschero, and down into the Bruins zone it goes. Bruins will take it back once again, sent back along the near side boards. They're able to clear with Abudi. Abudi trying for the headman, is chipped along as it came across the line. Got away for a minute from McGroarty. Down the right side it goes Richter. Richter into the left corner. Richter along the near side to Hill. Hill at the left point. Hill gets tangled up with Ward and out to center. Hill had it go between the wickets, and they'll send it back into the Bruins zone. Bounce it off the boards to the near side, and now it'll be played by Abudi. Under 1 to go, first period. Been an interesting one so far, but still no scores. We've got a loose glove on the ice, someone skating on without a glove. And I believe it's Abudi. He's going to go and grab it, and he does. That's certainly dangerous. So we're glad to see him get the glove right back on that hand. He'll climb back onto the Bruin bench to the far side. I just can't even imagine what it would be like to, have in hockey with your hand. You just don't want to see it. Keep these guys as safe as we can. Back behind the cage. Centering pass, and they score. A little tic-tac-toe, and it's Freddie Ilias to give the Cats a 1-0 lead. That was set up beautifully. And Cheshire Academy grabs the 1-0 lead here at 17:30. You get the sense, even just here in the rink, that, and we want to say this as delicately as we can, the Bruins maybe the Bruins and the Bruins fans aren't taking this game as seriously as you might want them to. Bruins had a chance with Carter out in front, and they're stoned by Bovarnik with 9.8 to go in the first period. Like, you don't sense a big student section here today. It's kind of like folks looked at this one on the schedule and went, maybe we'll go. That game against Del Barton last week, there was a buzz in the room. That buzz is a little different today, and the Bruins now trail 1-0. 9.8 to go in the first period. Cheshire Cats coach will make a few changes. He'll send in Kyle Anderson for the faceoff against Edward Glassmeyer for the Bruins. Glassmeyer, one of the best in terms of faceoff wins, and he does get the win, sends it right point. Looking cross ice, does go, sent down, and they score! Just inside the blue line. It's Andy McBurney from the left point, and we've got a tie game. We see it happen all the time where a player will tap his stick on the ice. That's what McBurney did to say, I'm open. And the needle was thread over, and he let go a one-time blast as the first period will come to an end, and that ties us up at 1 after 1 period of play. Some good hockey being played here so far. 1-1 after 1. Second period coming up. You're watching Brunswick Bruins and Cheshire Cats, Cheshire Academy Cats hockey on a Wednesday afternoon. We're tied at 1 after 1 on locallive.tv. Welcome back inside the Hartong Rink. I'm Rob Adams. 1-1 our score after one period of play. They had a countdown clock going. They got to 1:59 and said, okay, that's enough. We're ready. Second period coming up. Bruins and the Cats. Ilias at 17:30. McBurney at 17:56. 1-1 after one. By the way, Brunswick families really do a wonderful job of setting up a nice little collection of food. And, you know, you're not going to fill your belly, but you're going to have some cheese and crackers. And in this case, a nice pizza that they brought along. And I'm not going to say no to a pizza. It would just be rude. Held in at the right point, and Hill rifles it back on net. So, still 1-1, 24 seconds gone by, second period. Jack and Kevin both here from Local Live. Great to see both those guys here today. We've got our remote control mobile camera. I hope I'm not being too presumptuous by saying we with Local Live, but this cool camera that's set up in the corner, taken into the left circle by Withicombe. So anyway, my hat is just off to the people who set it all up, and to get that glass of water or a cup of coffee in between periods, it really comes in handy. So thanks to the folks here at Brunswick. To the far boards it goes. Played and turned right back around, sent across the line and down the right wing, nudged over into the left corner. Time and I were discussing just how thin the roster is today in terms of how many Bruins are actually on the bench and how many Bruins are actually playing today. It's really interesting, the staff and the roster that Coach Van Bell sent out today. It's a little bit of a risk, but you got a big game coming up on Saturday against Williston Northampton, and then Salisbury on Monday. A little bit of a student section is gathered back behind the net in the Cats zone as we skate on here with St. Louis in the left circle. Left circle, St. Louis again. He takes it with 1:40 gone by. Second period, Hartong Rink, Greenwich, Connecticut, just across the New York State line. And we'll be in New York State Friday night. Not on Local Live. We would love to have the Local Live family with us, but we'll be on my little Robcasting outlet. Friday night, a little bit of a homecoming as well. Not that that matters a whole lot, but Mayapack and Carmel playing in a regular season game, but it's also going to be for charity. Hockey Fights charity at the Brewster Ice Arena. That is Friday night at 9 o'clock, and I'm very excited to say that I'm going to be the play-by-play announcer that night. Near side boards along the left wing, so we'd love to have you along for that. It's all about calling the games and getting the kids the attention they deserve. To the near side, St. Louis will skate down the right wing, wearing that familiar 26. Martin St. Louis wore it, of course, with great honor for the Tampa Bay Lightning, with a one-time blast tried by Forrest, or rather by Neal, and a block and an injured player. Play continues. Now they will whistle it dead. The injured player is Danny Crossan, as he blocked the shot and he goes down to the ice. He is laying on the ice for the moment. The officials giving him a little bit of room to let the Bruins training staff get out there and tend to him, see if they can figure out what's going on. So play stops, 15:22 remaining in the second period. Right now a 1-1 game. Local Live doing some really cool things. If you didn't get to see it last Saturday, it was something new. One of those things that sounded like a great idea, and, well, we put it to use on Saturday, and it's something I had never done before. For the game between Brunswick and Hill, we called the game off a studio monitor with the game 3 hours away. Stick taps on the ice as Crossan comes back up to his skates. Hanging his head a bit, he skates over toward the bench, being led off by both Lucas Tuman and Kyle Anderson. Good work there. We'll keep an eye on that young man. The Bruin trainer will go over and continue to see if he can tend to him on the Cats bench. Face-off will come to the right side of Jarrett Bavarnik out of Boca Raton, Florida. To the left point, it goes off the face-off, played by McBurney. McBurney had it chipped down. It goes into the right corner. So fun to call a game from a studio. A little different. Something that Local Live wanted to try. and we were happy to give it a try. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but, you got to adapt, and I was happy to do it, and we'll do it again. In the left corner it goes. They keep the scrum on in the left corner. A 1-1 game with 3 minutes gone by second period. Deflected off a wrister out of the right point, and the Bruins able to keep it right back on net. Oh, nearly poked right out in front from McGordy to put home. Goes to the far boards as the Bruins skate from left to right now with Alexander Rolfe down to our left. 1-1 game held in by the Bruins. Now turned around and twisting is Mike Gorham. Gorham 6'1", 201. He is a junior from Westford, Massachusetts. Sent across the Bruin line at the right circle. Nudged along through that right circle. Will go behind the cage. Played by Henry Hill. Hill spins, feeds to the near sideboards, and out comes McBurney. McBurney down the right side and into the corner. 14:15 to go. Second period, 1-1 game. Off to the far boards. Played in those boards. Collected by Foster. Foster on the left wing boards. Foster goes behind the net. Left behind. One-time blast it. Got deflected again. Another try. And that goes behind the cage. Into the left circle. Rattling around along the left boards. Held in left point. Bruins putting the pressure on. A 1-1 game. You can tell what was at play here today. Ron Van Bell went with a thinner roster, a thinner bench as this is going down into the Bruins zone. Thinking they can come out of here with a win today against Cheshire. The Cats are not making it easy. It's a 1-1 game. Here's Farjam through the neutral zone. Knife back down, and it'll be collected by Abudi. Aaron Abudi is a junior, 5'8", 140 from Scarsdale, New York. Out to neutral zone ice. Here comes Tom Richter. Richter across the line. Richter deflected away and then nudged aside by Bavarnik into the right corner. Cooper Moore through traffic, wristed back behind the net. A good hard wrister. You could hear the hard rubber of the puck bouncing off the end boards. 13:05 remaining, second period. It's a 1-1 game. Farjam just trying to push it through. Goes back behind the net. They'll head toward the left corner. Waiting there is Davey. Paul Davey for the Bruins. Nudged along to the left boards, toward those end boards. Bouncing off the boards again and knifed back out. Moore will take it back into his own zone. Two Cats will keep an eye on him, including Shane Ward. Out to center it goes, and across the line. Davey, left side, past the hash marks, goes behind the net, fakes, right circle, pushed down on net, save made by Bavarnik. Left circle now, with a blast coming from Moore. 12:29 to go second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Nudged along and out to center. Knifed along again. It goes from P.J. Neal to the far boards. Waiting there, Costanzo for the Cats. And across the line, big hit at center right, or rather at the blue line. Costanzo saying, how you doing, to Davey. They send it down into the left circle. Now to the near boards in the left corner. Back it comes and lifted out of the zone. A Bruin initially waiting for it, but it was Shane Ward to get it across the Bruin line. Over 6 gone by, second period. 1-1. Bruins, Glassmeyer. Glassmeyer heading toward the slot. Out it goes again. Pushed along with a head of steam. Here comes Yasuda. Yasuda alone. Save made by Rolfe. Far boards, 11:40 remaining. Second period. Good one so far, 1-1. Far boards, played over there by McBurney. Sends down the left side. There's Glassmeyer. Glassmeyer in the left corner. Back to McBurney. Nudges back out of the zone, and Griffin will reset. Plays to the far boards. McBurney over there as well, right near the scorer's table and across the line. Down the left side and into the corner. Along comes Connor Lakoff. Connor Lakoff from Frisco, Texas. It'll be taken across the Bruin line. Nearly grabbed, sent toward the left circle. Rolfe in the right position. Well played. Left circle. Waiting over there, Doran. Turned right back around. Bruins got to get all set. Boschero goes into the slot. It's in that slot and taken away again. Backhanded down the left side, Yasuda. Left corner, along comes Farjam. In the left corner, they'll go behind and head toward the right corner now. And over there goes Jack Griffin. Griffin for the Bruins on the doorstep. And this will be covered up by Rolfe. Jake Doran was able to set himself up in the left circle. He gets a better look at that one-timer. He might be able to lift it past Rolfe. He probably does, and we have a 2-1 game, but stays at 1-1, 10:45 to go second period. Also keeping an eye to see if Danny Crossan returns. Off the face-off, Bruins will take it out of their own end. Davey across the line and heads down into the left corner. He goes behind the net. Now it's stolen away by Kyle Anderson. bounces along, and knifed back out by Jack Tarsa. Out to center it goes. Staying there at center ice, gets across the line, and brought down into the right circle by Anderson. Goes to the right wing side. Along comes Ryan St. Louis. St. Louis had it, takes it behind the net, and Henry Hill will take it away. To the near side boards, they'll throw it to center. This goes all the way down, icing waved off emphatically. Behind the cage goes Davey. Davey behind the net, now toward the right corner with Tarsa. They'll go behind that net and keep it along the near side boards. 10 minutes remaining, 8 gone by, second period. We're at the Hartong Rink on the fabulous Edwards campus. Thrown right through the zone into the slot in the cat's end. Moore started to dance to his right, fakes to his left, then wrists it down. It got nudged aside by Bavarnik. To the near boards, back on net, and Bavarnik will hold on. So some of the names we have not mentioned today, and we told you this a little while ago, but just to restate, Birkinshaw we have not mentioned, nor have we mentioned Carmichael, Forrest, Lesor, Schaffer, Stevenson. I thought I saw him once. Gregor, Boardman, and DeShale all seem to be sitting this one out. Although Dan DeShale, I do see him suited up and over on the Bruin bench, but that is a thin bench today. There are 9 guys on the bench as it goes down on net and covered up by Rolfe. Would have been fun to have a couple of the Bruins up here with a microphone had we known. Face-off goes to the right side, although that might be a dangerous thing. Don't want to get anybody in trouble. Austin Withicombe for the face-off for the Cats goes to the far side. He was matched up with Glassmeyer. Bruins get the win and out to center. Just nudged along off the stick of McGroarty. Just a little touch. Goes down the left side. Icing waved off. Glassmeyer gets tangled up with Ilias. Ilias has the goal for the Cats today. 9:05 to go second period. For the Bruins, it was McBurney, and those 2 goals came pretty close in time. This goes down and off the glove initially of Rolfe. Just kind of fluttered out in front of him for a moment. Along the end line, they'll send it into the left corner. Pushed along there by Farjam into the left corner, and the Bruins will bring it back out. Back to center it goes with the Bruins and Henry Foster. Foster down the left side. I wasn't sure if that was Foster or Stevenson that I saw before, so maybe it wasn't. Might have had that one backwards. And across into the Bruin zone goes Josh Waters. Down on net, it's left aside and goes behind the net of Alexander Rolfe. To the far side in the Bruin zone, they'll take it back from left to right. Starting back with a 3-on-2, they get it across the line. Left side, putting on the brakes is a Booty. A Booty looking for the centering. Everybody back on side and set in their positions. Turned right back around. The Bruins will take it. Taken into the slot. Getting taken down and jumping up is Richter. Penalty coming. There's going to be a power play coming up for the Bruins. There is the whistle. It is tripping. So tripping our call. Door will open. Someone will go sit in Chateau Bow Wow. And in this case, it is unlucky 13, Austin Jellison. A 5'10", 151 junior from Sandwich, Massachusetts. That is out on Cape Cod. Since we had the pizza, a sandwich will not be necessary right now. So that penalty, 8 seconds gone by. So that would have come at 9:55. Second period, and out of the zone. Looking to grab it back is Farjam. He's able to do so. Farjam goes back into his own zone. Now St. Louis will start back from left to right. He gets across the blue line, into the left circle, gets taken off the play, goes behind the net, puts on the brakes, goes behind that net again, sends it to the far side board, setting up over there, Farjam high slot. Farjam stick handling along the blue line, out of the circle, almost pushed out of the zone, bounced off the boards into the left circle, waiting for the one-time try was Neal. He got deflected off the play. To the near side, Carter. Carter had it taken away from him and blasted around by Yasuda, but held in for a moment and knifed back out to center. So coming back with a head of steam is Barchero. He goes down the right side. A Bruin takes it away. To the near side with the hitting picking up Paul Davey over there for the Bruins. 1 minute gone, man advantage, 7 remaining. Second period, 1-1. St. Louis touched at the blue line, got it down the right side. It'll be collected once again by Doran. Goes behind the net, turned over Cooper Moore left circle. On net, blasted back behind the cage, over toward the left side. Bruins on the power play with 39 remaining on it. Far boards held in along the far boards and out of the zone. So the Bruins will have to reset as Rolfe will set up shop. Moore will start it behind his own net. Moore with the Bruins in the white. Brown and gold the accents. And down on net it goes. Just left the side off the stick of Bavarnik. Goes behind the net to the far side. Held in left point Moore. Side of the circle at the hash marks. They send it back left point Moore. Bring it across to the right point. Just inside with through traffic it goes from Hill. Behind the net again. Richter there. Tom Richter goes to the bottom of the left circle. Out to the left circle again. In that left circle, thrown down. That gets blasted off the glass. Power play expires. 6 minutes remaining, second period. Bruins 0 for 2 on the extra man. Far side and held in. This gets nudged over into the left corner. 5:50 remaining, second period. A 1-1 game. Out the center it goes. It gets away. 2 Bruins, 2 Cats will skate down. It'll be Moore to win that race. They'll go behind the net and play it with Withicombe. Back behind the net, trapped up along the side of the net with Rolfe. Now to the far side. Hill bounces it off the boards. Abudi will skate over. He'll take it. Starts back. He got taken down. No call. Jumps back up and continues on. Gains the zone for the Cats side. Goes right circle. Behind the net. Now twisting over toward the left circle. Sent along. Into the high slot it goes and deflected with the stick save by Bavarnik. Off the shot by Griffin. 5:14 to go, second period. It's 1-1. Thanks to Local Live and everybody else sending out the notes and the tweets. For what we do, social media, a big part of it. So thanks for the help. That face-off was a false start, so we'll do it all over again. Always got to be careful. We put the coffee in this case on the balcony up here, and well, when you put it on the railing, that's a dangerous way to live. Face-off to the left side of Bavarnik. Off the draw, thrown right back on net by McBurney. Quick turn, but Bavarnik strong to the task. And out the center it goes. 1-1, 5:05 remaining, second period. I'm Rob Adams here at the Hartong Rink for a Wednesday afternoon. Happy you're along for the ride as well on locallive.tv. A loose stick on the ice. It goes. Back behind the net it goes. There's always an official who will skate down and grab it, and he does. One of the referees here today able to collect it. He's wearing the orange bands. Back through the neutral zone and then turned along by St. Louis. Little nudge from McBurney gets across the line. Down the right wing, Glassmeyer for the Bruins. 4:34 to go, second period, 1-1. Held in right point, and now the Cats will bring it back out. They go through with Boschero. Still at 1-1, we skate on. Good one so far, but I think for the Bruins, a little too good. They want to be a little better in terms of their side of the scoring. Cats liking what they see as we skate on at 1-1. Out the center it goes. This goes down the right wing. No icing. Goes into the right corner. 4:05 remaining, second period. Skating along into the right circle. Ringing the bell. And the whistle stops things right there. St. Louis came over parallel to the red line through the right circle. Rang it off the post. And then is shot all the way over toward the glass and into the netting. Get some crazy bounces with a hockey puck. Face-off will be to the left side of Bavarnik. It'll be Neal for the Bruins for the draw. He gets the win. St. Louis heads down toward the right corner. Now they go to the end boards. Along in the end boards, he delivers a little how you doing to Jack Tarsa. Goes behind the net. Those two continue on, and they're probably both going to head off. They blow the play dead. They both start skating, and that means they're both heading off. And so they will. So the coincidentals are going to come here at 13:12. Make it 14:12. 2 minutes apiece. A little roughing or habeas gravis. And that's the way we'll play it. A lot of yelling going on as they try to figure out exactly what's going on here. I think we're ready. Face off to the left side of Bavarnik. Both players head off. Down on net it goes with a skating foreside. And it's held on to by Bavarnik. 7 seconds gone. Even strength at 4-on-4. As you can see, Hill, I believe Davey, nudged down. It goes behind the net. Davies there, heads over toward the left corner, so he's at one of the forward positions. Moore on the blue line, along with Hill. And pushed back out of the zone. Also on for the Bruins is Neal. At the other end, it's Withicombe with Ilias. And we'll check the other two as soon as we can. That's Waters and Costanzo. Back at it comes, 36 gone, 4-on-4, right circle with McGroarty. Goes into the right corner now with 3:03 remaining second period. Down toward the left side, left circle, thrown on net. It goes behind the cage from that left circle. They get tangled up over there. Another penalty coming to the far side. We're going to skate 4-on-3 here in a moment as it goes all the way out with 2:50 to go in the period. Down to touch it, Richter. Richter makes the touch. There is the whistle. It's going to be a high sticking. So a high stick on Moore from the looks of it. So all of a sudden the penalty's picking up here. And that comes at 15-14. So this is an opportunity for the Cats. Glassmeyer, Farjam, and Griffin will be the three skaters for the Bruins. Face off to the left side. In the Bruins zone. Trying to steal it away Farjam. Nudged back out the center. Good job by Glassmeyer. The opposite number 5, Chris Blanchard, will skate down into his own end. Chris Blanchard, 6 foot 155, a senior from Wallingford, Connecticut. From right to left, across the line, Jake Doring. Starts the play, sends it cross ice. Bounced off the skate of Ilias. Down the right side, toward the right corner, goes Yasuda. Back Ilias. Feeds across near side Blanchard. Blanchard deflected away. Trying to put it on net, and they score! It's Yasuda to break the tie. And it's a power play goal. It's 2-1. So the Cats able to take the lead now at 15:51. It's a 2-1 game. So it's really the Moore penalty that hurts. You got to take that time off the power play, and they do. 19 remaining. They keep the 2 roughing penalties on the board, of course, and we still skate at 4-on-4. But the Moore penalty does the damage. Left corner, 1:55 remaining second period. Bruins were able to answer very quickly after the last time the Cats scored. Here is McBurney. Sends down the right side. It was McBurney with the equalizer in the first period. 1:45 remaining second period. Into behind the net it goes Blanchard, left corner. Now they get it back out of the zone. The Cats skating from right to left in the 2-1 game. They send down the right side. Chasing it goes Ward. Shane Ward for the Cats into the right corner. 90 seconds remaining second period. Over in that right corner, they continue to scrum with it. Withicombe there for the Cats. Trying to take it away is Richter. Richter tangled up, and now Richter able to get something on it, but unable to clear the zone as it stays beyond the end line. Richter able to bounce it off the boards. Richter puts on the brakes. Richter turned it over, though, right circle. Thrown down, they score again. Coming along in the slot to make it a 3-1 game. We mentioned the turnover, and the turnover was devastating. And just a minute after that other goal, the goal by Yasuda, now Withicombe scores, and we've got a 3-1 Cheshire Academy lead. Neal for the faceoff at center for the Bruins. Bruins get the win, take it back into their own zone. 1 minute remaining in the second period. There may be some fire and brimstone to be found in the Bruins locker room in the second intermission. To the far boards it goes, and Davey clears it out. Down to 49 remaining. 3-1 game, Bruins chasing 2. Into the corner. Side now, Nate Altman. They throw it back behind the net of Bavarnik with 37 remaining in the second period. Along the far boards and out to center. Cooper Moore turns it around. Neal, little nudge, gets it across the line. Chasing it with St. Louis. Out to center it goes and bounces around off the stick of Cooper Moore. 24 seconds remaining, second period. Bruins with a chance. Neal right circle. Neal sent it wide. He had a good wrister opportunity, and he had Bavarnik moving away from the net. He had open net to shoot at. Farjam had his stick break on the slap shot try, so with 7, the Bruins just want to get out of the period with no damage done. Across the line comes Jung, goes down the left side with 1, and the period comes to an end. Well, now, we've got an interesting third period coming up because Brunswick has some work to do, and they find themselves down 3-1 after 2 periods of play. Yasuda and Withicum right now with the goals. We'll see if we can get the official information. 2 in the books here at the Hartong Rink. It is Cheshire Academy 3, Brunswick 1 as you're watching ice hockey on locallive.tv. Third period about ready to start here at the Hartong Rink. Rob Adams with you on this Wednesday afternoon. Bruins trailing the Cheshire Academy Cats 3-1. And the third period off and running. Big period for the Bruins to see if they can climb back into this. Off the face-off, goes down into the Bruin zone. With the Cats now skating from left to right in the third period, a 3-1 game. All the scoring has been updated. Ilias with the first goal of the game came from Waters. That was at 17:30. 26 seconds later, it was a combination of McBurney with the goal and the assists going to Farjam and Glassmeyer. Second period, 2 goals for Cheshire as the Bruins bring it back as it goes back behind the net with St. Louis. The goal scored by Yasuda and the assists going to Blanchard, while Withicum got the goal at 16:51 and an assist to Waters. That's where we sit with 1 minute and change gone by third period. Pushed along to the near side and across the line, taken across by Paul Davey. Davey for the Bruins, bounces off the boards. Davey gets it back right boards. Behind the cage, dropping to a knee, went McGroarty. He jumps back up. Thrown back out to center. Boschero there. Gets it across the Bruin line into the body of Farjam and taken to the near side. Cross ice it goes. At center ice and across the line, Jake Doran sends down into the right circle. Along the near side in that circle. Now they get it out of the circle and push it along. Back out comes McGroarty. McGroarty over to McBurney. Down to the left side, Bruins start to back off a bit, and the Cats will collect. Bounce back out to center. It'll go down the left side into the Bruins zone. Small crowd today, kind of a relaxed atmosphere here. A non-league game, but still the Bruins trying to get themselves into playoff contention at 9-8-3. They trail 3-1. Down the right side, it goes behind the net, twisting back behind that net, and here's Glassmeyer. Glassmeyer getting tangled up behind the net. Looked like he and Bochero kind of tangled a bit, but no call. Out to center it goes, just thrown right back across the line by Nate Altman. With a minute, or rather 2.5 gone by, third period. Bruins will reset with Hill. Back out. See what kind of metal this team has got. Richter. Richter bounces it along, just chipped along out in front of the net and covered up by Bavarnik. 15:15 remaining. And the face-off coming to the right side. You may have heard, by the way, there was some big news in the public high school ranks, something we've kind of known about for a little bit and have had to kind of keep it on the down low. Top of the left circle, Richter on net with a rebound there for Moore. Couldn't put it home, right corner. Couple of great saves for Bavarnik. Credit to him, and his bench loves it. But from high school football with looks like a penalty coming on Rolf, or rather Rolf skates off, looking for the touch down on net. It goes right circle, Richter. Richter bounces it off the boards. Along those boards, looking for the touch for the Cats, can't do it. Near side, Moore. Moore bounces it off Farjam, left point. Along the left side boards, unable to touch again are the Cats. Farjam down the left side, left circle, trying to center. They score! And the Bruins able to cut it to 3-2. The Cats never could get that extra skater. It looks like Ryan St. Louis with the goal, and it's a 3-2 game. So the goal coming at 3:38, and now life for the Bruins at 3-2. They took advantage of the extra skater on, and Brunswick able to poke it home. And again, as we thought it was St. Louis to make it a 3-2 game. So Mars Petrosio will return to his alma mater. He's a Trumbull guy, and the 56-year-old will become the head coach of the Trumbull Eagles, leaving Staples High School, where he has coached for 25 years. Penalty now goes up on the board. It's Jellison going off. I didn't see why. And they're still talking this over. It is a 2-minute minor, but they're talking about it a little more than just your average minor. Still, whatever it is, conversation over, and he will go off at 3:38. And back out the center for the faceoff. Neal for the Bruins with Withicum. 3 seconds gone on the man advantage. Chance to tie it up and get healthy once again for Brunswick. They trail 3-2 now with just about 4 minutes gone, third period. So that's the big news. And it looks like 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on doubleheader on WGCH. Things. Mars Petrosio will be my guest. So a little high school news, and we'll have Coach P tomorrow afternoon. Neal for the draw with Yasuda. Bruins get the win. Sent cross ice to Farjam. Sent it down the right side. Bruins on the power play. 25 seconds gone by. 3-2 game. Into the left corner it goes. A Bruin has the stick busted right there in his hand. That was Davey. Davey will skate off. Stick on the ice. Crowd starting to get a little grumpy. Down toward the corner. We're going to get an extra skater on again in just a moment, as Brunswick will pick up a 5-on-3. Sent back out toward the top of the right circle. Bouncing along to the far side. 1:09 remaining on it. There's the touch, and here is the penalty. This is going to be, from the looks of it, a slash. So penalty box beginning to fill up here. Goes Ilias for what we saw to be a slash and a 5-on-3 coming here. This coming at 4:31. So here's the chance for the Bruins. They've got 1:07 of 5-on-3 time. Face off to the left side of Bavarnik. Bruins get the win. Moore able to block it toward the right point. Held in by the Bruins. Moore gets it back inside the right point. One-time blast coming, looking for the rebound from Hill. Goes behind the net. Neal with a good rebound. Sent over toward that right corner. There's St. Louis. Back out right point. That's where Moore waits. Sends down right circle. Looking to nudge it along. Back out it goes. High slot. Taken over. One-timer. Pinballed around into the netting from Hill. And that stops us. 42 remaining, 5-on-3, 1:36 of power play time remaining. A 3-2 game, and the Bruins a chance to tie it up. Faceoff will go to the right side of Bavarnik. Bruins unable to control it initially off the draw. Goes into the left corner. In the left corner, it bounces off the boards. Hill keeps it there. Pushes it along. Hill gets it back. Hill with a big blast, but it's going to be Moore, and it's blocked. Moore high slot. Moore settles down, 27 remaining on the 5-on-3. Fakes on the shot. Here's Hill. Hill with a wrister, sends down toward the left circle. They push for it on net and covered by Bavarnik. Davey came along from the end line to the right of Bavarnik. That stopped things. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. The 5-on-3 to be exact. Richter for the face-off with Withicum to the left side of Bavarnik. Into the corner. In the right corner, played by Lekhoff and out of the rink. Headed toward Ron Van Bell. It gets flung right back out into the ice. A few smiles to be found. Face off to the left side. High slot again. Pushed along. Back out in the high slot. Wristed down. Kick save made by Bavarnik. Left side boards. Along those boards, they keep the play alive. Left corner. 5-on-3 has expired. Now it's a 5-on-4 power play. Spinning around just inside the line is Tarsa. In the corner, back to, beg your pardon, Hill. Toward the right circle and out of the zone. Bruins missing an opportunity right now. Half-minute remaining on the man advantage, and across the line comes Foster. Out it goes and collected once again. And behind the net, they'll reset. Taken at the blue line by Foster. Foster left circle. Into the corner. Now far corner. They'll play four corners. Top of the right circle, Abudi with 2 and 1 as it goes on net. Parents yelling, shoot it. Players trying to do what coaches tell them. We skate 5 aside, a 3-2 game with 11:26 to go. Power play expires. Off the draw, it's controlled and nudged along into the left corner. Toward that left circle, the pressure stays in the Cats zone. 3-2 game, even strength, 11:15 to go, third period. Along the near side and out to center. Pushed right back around by Glassmeyer. Edward Glassmeyer down the left side, left behind, and the Cats try to bring it out. Unable to clear the zone, they keep the pressure on, do the Bruins. Now the Cats will start back as it's sent to the far side boards and out to center. Got away from Boschero and twisted right back through the neutral zone and across the line into the Cat zone and a turnover. McGroarty in the slot and Bavarnik. Folks getting a little jumpy here. Not grumpy, jumpy. Face-off will be to the right side of Jared Bavarnik. He awaits the draw. Off the face-off with Neal for the Bruins. And along the near side, Now it goes to the far corner. It's Davy over there for Brunswick. Near side Moore. Moore left point. Through traffic it goes. Nudged back out the center. Out come the Cats through the neutral zone and across the line. Ward down the right side into the Bruin zone. Farjam takes a hit back there from Withicum into the right corner as they scrum back on the end boards. Coming away with it initially Moore. Now it's the Cats who get it away. Cats back out for a one-time blast deflected into the left corner. That one-timer from Altman. In the left corner, it's the Cats. Cats keeping the pressure on with Ward in the left corner. Left side boards. Now to the left corner again, Moore. Moore behind the net with Farjam. Farjam from right to left go the Bruins. Stopping and setting things up is Davy. Davy gets it out. Now it's them right back across. Here's Ward. Ward right circle. Trying to play tic-tac-toe. He got deflected away by Moore. Good job, Cooper Moore. Left corner with 9:45 remaining. Along those boards. Held in left point Waters. Waters and out it goes. Almost a breakaway chance for Davy. And that time I caught the eye of the one-time NHLer Martin St. Louis as he groaned on that play. Folks getting excited up here. It's a good one, 3-2, but the Bruins have had a chance to tie this up. Face off to the right side of Alexander Rolfe in a 3-2 game, 9:36 to go. Off the draw, leaves the zone, goes out to neutral zone ice with a head of steam. Davy trying to steal it. Davy unable to collect it. It was Lickhoff who came away with it. Back out to center. Bruins grab. Initially with Foster. Foster had it, but back they come with Tuman. Lucas Tuman gets across the line from Gilbert, Arizona as he goes down the right wing and into the corner. Now to the right circle. A blast top of the right circle on net. Rolfe hangs on from Ilias. Even strength, 9:13 to go. Face off to the left side of Alex Rolfe. Anderson for the draw with Richter. Bruins with the win. Send to the far boards. Along the far boards, dropping down Foster. Staying on the far side, Richter. Richter looking to chip it back out. Can't do it. 9 minutes to go. We're in a 3-2 game right now. Sent back out, nudged along, and across the line. Taken by Lickhoff out the center. Now cross ice, out of the Bruins zone. Richter gets it ahead. Richter puts on the brakes just across the line. Kind of rings it around the boards. Left behind along the right boards, Abudi comes in. Aaron Abudi along the right boards into the corner, and that's where Griffin takes over for the Bruins. Griffin and Richter. Now it's taken away by Cheshire. Almost turned over and out of the zone. Chasing it will be Hill. Hill will get it. Hill sends it all the way out the center. A long pass for Abudi and across into the Cat zone as the Bruins send some fresh legs out. 8:15 to go. Turned over Cooper Moore. Moore with McGroarty. McGroarty, unable to find it was Glassmeyer, but behind the net again and played over there by Costanzo. Turned back out of the Bruins zone. Or toward the Bruins zone, I beg your pardon. Sent down the right wing side and into the corner. Just rides along and back behind the net toward the left corner. 3-2 our score. And out of the zone it goes. Farjam will collect in his own zone. In the Brunswick end, being chased back there by Yasuda. Put across, almost on net. Pushed away by Rolfe, left circle, and back come the Bruins. Brunswick from right to left. They're in the white sweaters. No penalty as a Bruin got taken down. That was McGroarty. He skates off. Goes behind the net now in the Cat zone. Cats start back out with Bochero. Keep in mind the Bruins missing many of their top-line guys today. Ron Van Bell going with a thinner roster today and a much thinner bench. Out the center. Here are the Bruins getting across the line with Griffin. Griffin down the right wing and unable to get anything on it as the Cats turn around and start back out. They had a 2-on-1 developing as it got sent along. Goes behind the net and into the corner. Withicum was streaking down through the slot with 7:05 to go. Bruins need the equalizer. Right circle, bounced off the glass and out to center. St. Louis was there, but it'll be chased down and turned away by Altman. Neutral zone ice again and across the line, Ward. Ward in the high slot. Threw it on net. Save made off the body of Rolfe. Toward the left corner, 6:44 to go. It's been fun action here today at the Hartong Rink. Lifted right out in front of the Cheshire Academy penalty box and down the right side again. Out to center once more, almost knifed along and taken once again by the Cats. The Cats get it across into the Bruins' left corner they go with Ward. Ward on the left boards. held in left point. Trickles down on net, goes back behind the cage of Rolfe. He just played it aside. Pushed along. It goes back behind the net once again, played by Waters. Waters behind the net. Trapped up along behind the net. Left along at the right point and out of the zone. Ilias will chase. Nearly turned around by Neal and thrown across into the Bruins zone by Withicum. So it will be Cooper Moore to start things over. Almost turned over in the Bruins zone, and the Bruins will get it back. As the linesman goes down, he gets back up. Everybody seems to be okay. He and Cooper Moore kind of collided. No worse for wear. Resets the helmet. Everybody's safe with 5:42 to go. Into the zone it goes in the Cats' end, but out to center. Brunswick needing a good rush here to tie this one up. It'll be taken across by Kyle Anderson. Anderson right circle, heading toward Mike Gorham. Mike Gorham from Westford, Massachusetts to the right wing boards. Dropping down to a knee is Ilias. Hitting, picking up with 5:20 remaining in a 3-2 game. It'll go behind the net, putting on the brakes. They'll start back out. Bruins going from right to left and sent down. This, not an icing, it's waved off. Goes back behind the net, goes toward the right corner. In the right corner, Richter there. Richter along the boards. Nudged back, it'll go to center, and down the left side, Hill will go and collect. Henry Hill sends it behind his own net to the near side. 4:54 remaining. Natives a little restless on this Wednesday here at Brunswick. Off the boards. Turned over right across the line. Into the left circle. They skate down. It goes into the left corner now, taken by Griffin. Griffin looking to chase back out, but the Cats keep the pressure on with Yasuda. Into the left corner. Goes behind the net now and chased over into the right circle. Turned around once again by the Cats. High slot, Bochero. 2 game, 4:25 remaining. Left circle toward the left corner. Grabbing it is McGroarty. McGroarty to the far side. Richter over on the left boards. Able to come away with it is Hill. Hill sends it back out. So the Cats, at the very least, have to get their senses together. The Bruins make some changes. They get it across. Everybody gets on side. Now they chase, and it's Bruins with the puck. They will start back. Sent by Griffin out of the zone. Gets it across the line, under 4 to play in a 3-2 game. Taken by Farjam right point. Nudged it through and pushed off the stick of Bavarnik into the netting, stopping play with 3:51 to go. So this will work on your blood pressure a little bit. 3:51 remaining. Face off to the left side of Bavarnik. Off the draw, held in right point. Farjam deflected down. Puck was loose. Goes behind the net. Fun to watch the reactions of everybody here. Behind the net again with Neal. P.J. Neal sends to the near side. Cooper Moore awaits. Moore at the left point. Flutter bombs. Puck stays in play as it goes behind the cage. Back there is St. Louis. St. Louis tangled up with Ilias. Goes over toward the right corner. Played by Davey. Paul Davey for the Bruins, held in right point. Sent down through traffic and turned back. Here's Farjam again. Pushes it down through the right circle. Grabbed by Davey and a whistle with a player down. Ilias is down with 3:20 to go. A high sticking has been indicated. And the Bruins look like they are going to have to do this short-handed for at least 2 of the remaining 3:20. It's St. Louis for a high stick. So a tough penalty to take at 14:40. Face-off, of course, will come down now into the Cat zone, into the Bruin zone, I beg your pardon, to the left side of Alex Rolfe. Blasmeyer and Doran for the draw. Bruins get the win. Kept alive. It goes off the glass. Glassmeyer comes over to grab it. Along the near boards, they fight for it. Glassmeyer trying to push it out, but the Cats keep the pressure on. Along the right side with Blanchard, and just thrown back out of the Cat zone, the Bruins zone, I beg your pardon, into the neutral zone. Now the Cats will recover. They'll take it with Bochero and try to get it across the line. They do with Doran. Doran starts right point. Backhands it down the right side for Yasuda into the right corner. Collected there by Griffin for the Bruins and out of the zone. Down it goes, and resetting will be Doran. Foster joined them just in case for Brunswick. Starting back will be the Cats. They got it across the line and a turnover right at the blue line. Taken down into the left circle. Pushed across into the right circle as Tarsa danced down, and on net it goes, held on to by Rolfe. 1:08 remaining on this crucial penalty kill for the Bruins. 2:27 remaining in regulation. It is a 3-2 hockey game. Face off to the left side of Rolfe. It'll be Withicum for the Cats with Neal, and the Cats get the win. Bounced off the boards near side. Bruins again trying to clear. Farjam starts back with Neal. Neal unable to get it to the stick of Davey. Davey now trying to grab it across the line. Was for a moment down the right side and taken down. Goes Neal, no call. Along that right side, it comes back out the center. Awaiting the play is Farjam with a head of steam, though, is Ward. Ward and Moore tangled up along the left boards. Farjam will go and grab it back behind the net. Far boards bouncing off those boards with 37 remaining on the power play. So it's going to be one of those cases where the Bruins have to hold serve. High slot, puck loose, looking for the rebound off the initial wrister from Ilias. Left circle, left behind Moore. Moore to the left point for Withicum. Starts back into the circle it goes, but taken away by Davey. Davey for the Bruins. Davey with a head of steam. They start a 3-on-1. Davey gets across the line. Davey slows up, sends it down. Unable to put it home was Moore with 12 to go. Would have been shorthanded to tie it up. It's taken away. Neal had it. Neal had it taken away. 5 remaining. So there will be just enough time to get Rolfe off if they can survive the power play. But down it goes. Trying to get it on net. Puck loose side of the net. All right, penalty is expired, and here we go with 1:13 to go. The net off the moorings. Hold on to your seats. Rolfe resets. Face-off will come outside of the Bruin zone. Rolfe has to stay there for now until the draw. We'll keep an eye on him. Puck put down and controlled by the Cats. 1:10 remaining in regulation. Again, a non-league game, so not a huge backbreaker if they lose, but obviously the Bruins very much wanting this win. To the far side boards. Bruins take it away. Turned around, and down goes Hill. Richter able to collect, but we're under 1 minute to go, and Rolfe not out of the net yet. Sent across. Rolfe not even dangling. Now he starts out. Goes down toward the left corner. Extra skater getting ready to come on. It's going to be St. Louis. Into the left corner. 43 seconds remaining. Richter down there. Puck tangled up in that left corner. Trapped down there. Richter trying to come away with it. The officials have yet to blow it. They do not. Held in. Fanning on the initial try. Griffin. Griffin through traffic. Goes behind the net. Richter will chase. 30 seconds remaining. 3-2. With the lead. Down the right side, it is St. Louis. Goes back behind the net. It'll go toward the right corner with Doran. Doran in that right corner. Down to 18 seconds remaining. Richter needs to get it away, or somebody does. Bounce back right point. There's Hill. Hill through traffic. Down on net. It goes a couple of battles for it, and climbing on top of it with 11.4 to go is Bavarnik. Foster getting pulled away. Emotions high. And a face-off that will come to the left side, and a timeout will be spent here. In all likelihood by Brunswick, I would imagine. I've yet to see the indication, but I can't see why Cheshire would take a timeout. So it'll be a Brunswick timeout with 11.4 to go. In an otherwise fairly empty, well, I shouldn't say empty, but a very quiet Hartong Rink. Let's just say my voice is carrying up here on the balcony. Hope you've enjoyed it on LocalLive.t. Williston, Northampton, our next Brunswick game that is Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We are trying to get back here for basketball on Friday. And as we mentioned, on the audio side, we'll have that Mayapack Carmel Hockey Fights Cancer game on Friday night at 9 o'clock up in Brewster, New York. The fun part of that is I lived in Carmel, and I'm a Mayapack grad, so it's going to be a fun night. And a friend of mine who I haven't seen in many years is joining me. My good friend Harold Turk will be on the call with me Friday night, 9 o'clock from the Brewster Ice Arena. In the meantime, the Bruins send Glassmeyer, Hill, Davey, St. Louis, Moore, and Neal out. 11.4 to go. Withicum will go for the draw against Neal. Left side of Bavarnik. 11.4 to go, and the Cats able to clear the zone. This will go down into the left circle, chasing it and sending it into the net for the final straw is Yasuda. With 3.1 to go. So Yasuda with his second of the day. And that will come at 17:57. And that will likely be your final score as they bring it back out for the final face-off. And that, off the draw, will be it. 4-2 will be your final score as Cheshire Academy gets the win here. Ilyas started the scoring at 17:30 of the first period, giving the Cats the 1-0 lead at the time, the assist going to Josh Waters. Then Andy McBurney tied it up at 17:56 with assists from Farjam and Glassmeyer. It was a 1-1 game after one period of play. Second period, Yasuda, his first of the game, 15:51. The assist going to Blanchard. It was 2-1, a power play goal. Withicum made it 3-1, and that was a real backbreaker. That came at 16:51. Waters the assist, 3-1 the score. Third period, San Luis able to cut it to 3-2 at 3:38, but Yasuda, the empty netter, at 17:57, turns out the lights on this one, and the Cheshire Academy Cats improve to 9-6-1 with this victory here today. They get the victory, as we said, knocking off the Brunswick Bruins by a score of 4-2. For the Bruins, they will drop now to 9-9-3 overall. Again, not a league game, so in that regard, Brunswick can at least exhale slightly, but certainly not a loss the Bruins wanted to absorb. Final score once again, Cheshire Academy 4 and Brunswick 2. Our next broadcast, when we will be live, and of course, Local Live, you got to check locallive.tv for all the schedules. They will do so many games, and plenty of games where we're not participating in the play-by-play. We're certainly willing to, but that's a conversation for another time. We're not always able to get around due to scheduling concerns. The next time you will hear us is Saturday afternoon, certainly on the hockey side, as Williston Northampton comes to the Hartong Rink, 1 o'clock. And I believe we're on the Monday call as well for Salisbury at 5, but check your local listings, as we like to say. On the Robcasting side of things, we are looking into a Brunswick basketball game for Friday. If that doesn't work out, then for sure, 9 o'clock Friday night from the Brewster Ice Arena, the Mayapack Indians and the Carmel Rams. We'll say goodbye to our Local Live folks now as we get ready to wrap this one up with your final score, Brunswick 4, Cheshire Academy 4 and Brunswick 2. That will do it from here at the Hartong Rink. Once again, your final score, Cheshire Academy 4 and Brunswick 2. Brunswick falls now to 9-9-3 on the year, with Cheshire Academy improving to 9-6-1. Thanks to everybody at locallive.tv, Joe Early, Nelson, Jack, Kevin, the whole gang for keeping us company on this Wednesday afternoon. And we will talk to you certainly on the radio side of things on WGCH tomorrow at 3 o'clock on doubleheader, when Mars Petrosio, the new football coach at Trumbull High School, will be my guest. But for now, from the Hartong Rink, final score, Cheshire Academy 4, Brunswick 2. I'm Rob Adams saying good night from Brunswick, Greenwich, Connecticut, with Cheshire Academy knocking off Brunswick. Good night, everyone. Powered by Rob Casting Radio. This concludes our broadcasting day. For more information, follow us on Twitter at Rob Casting Radio. Thank you for listening.